Welcome back to Ozarks Fox Stadium. It's time for another rave review. Well, I talked about it a few weeks ago, and it's finally here. The final season of Younger has started on Paramount Plus, and it's also airing on Hulu. And then later on in the year, it will go back to TV Land, where it used to run all of the other seasons. Now, the first 4 episodes were dropped, and the new episodes will be continuing to be dropped on Thursday. So there'll be a new episode tomorrow on Paramount Plus and Hulu. I know I showed you the trailer before, but I wanted to take one more look because I want to tell you this show just keeps better and better and better. Take a look.
Liza Miller, will you marry me?
Oh my God.
I just wanna drink you up.
Did she say yes? Are they engaged? I just heard the news.
I'm impressed that Chaz was so romantic.
I do,
Something like that.
I do.
Do you think it's a mistake to go back to Millennial?
And piss off a bipolar billionaire after she agreed to fund your company?
I have decided to stay put at Millennial.
So you're running home to Daddy, okay?
Please allow me to present surf legend Kai Manning.
You have to do something to get you into your body.
You're gonna say yoga?
We're not the young kids on the block anymore. I'm not sure what defines me now.
Look, we're all mashups. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that age is irrelevant.
Fearless desire
Maggie, this is Camilla.
flows like a river.
Coming?
I can't do anything. Nothing
If I would have said something sooner, would it have made a difference?
Things don't always turn out as planned.
I want you in my life.
I want you in mine, too.
What do you know?
Everything.
I've had to bend a lot to be with you.
Can we really trust Quinn?
Stay out of my personal life.
We are fighters. This is our moment, Liza.
At the end,
Do you think we can pull this off?
what do we have to lose?
It's just a really good show. It's very bingeable. Now, I reluctantly watched the show, I told you before, during the height of the pandemic last year when everything was closed down. I just decided to start watching it. I did not want to watch the show. I just had issues with, I don't know what, I had preconceived notions. I'm so glad I gave it a chance because this is bingeable. You can watch all the other seasons on Hulu, by the way, and catch up to this final season. Now, the only issue I have with this final season so far, only 4 episodes are out, but the entire series has been, is Liza going to end up with Josh or Charles? So, is Liza, the premise of the show is she's pretending to be 20-something when she's 40-something. Because as we all know in society, there is a little bit of age discrimination. They only think that young 20-somethings have all the best ideas, which is not actually true because they have no life experience. Don't get me started. I'm on the soapbox now. I'm going to step off. But in this final season, they've introduced yet another love interest for Liza. And I'm like, I don't care about the new guy. Is it Josh or Charles? Because she needs to, in my opinion, to have the story wrap up. She needs to end up with one of those 2 guys because that's been the whole show the entire time. And it's a strong start. I watched all 4 episodes very quickly because you're like, what? Really good show. It is coming to an end. Just a fun show, and I do like the premise. So check that out. New episodes on Paramount Plus. Now, if you don't have Hulu or Paramount Plus, don't worry. It will air on TV Land sometime this year. Not exactly sure yet. So check that out. Now, this next show, guys, I didn't want to watch it at all because I skipped all of season 1. But TJ Springer, our meteorologist, loves the show called The Circle. The Circle on Netflix. It's all about social media gaming and who's popular and who's this and who do you like and who do you not. And I was like, I'm not watching it. So I skipped season 1. I went into season 2. It's about becoming like an influencer and influencing other people, decide with you. It's basically like Big Brother, but only online, and you never actually meet the people. So you're in your individual houses, and you're messaging people. It's very confusing. Some of the episodes are way too long, but if you have not seen The Circle, here is the trailer for season 2.
Circle, message, crying emoji, heart emoji, crying emoji, heart emoji, crying emoji, heart emoji.
Wow.
The Circle is back, and this time, it's more strategic than ever.
Welcome to the circle, huh?
Oh my God! Is that Chloe from Too Hot to Handle?
To stay in the game, players must become popular. And to do that, they can be real or try to fool everyone with a fake profile. And with $100,000 at stake, how you play, it's everything.
The 100K is coming home with me.
I could be my grandmother. I could be Justin Bieber.
I got my eye on you.
I just don't think that Trevor is who he says he is. Is he a catfish or is he not?
Oh!
There has been a joker in the pack. This could change the entire game.
People are lying. People are not even who they say they are.
There is some romance in the air when it comes to me and Trev.
One of you two are the catfish.
It's not a game for me now.
Aim of the game is to be popular. You weren't popular, babe. Before you leave, you can meet one player face to face.
Oh,
no. Alert!
Lance Bass?
What's NSYNC?
Y'all never heard of NSYNC?
The Circle Season 2, Wednesdays starting April 14th,
Let the paranoia begin.
only on Netflix.
Yeah, you saw that she had to spell out NYSNC, like, and she didn't even know what NSYNC was. So this show is basically like Big Brother. Everybody has their own little apartments, and they message through what's called the Circle. And they message each other, and they try to get to know each other. And these are some of the profile pics of the people. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be yourself. You could pretend to be somebody else. For example, I don't want to spoil anything, but this gentleman up here, that's not his profile pic. He's pretending to be somebody named Rain, who's a young, like, hippie dude. And it ain't him. Also, this guy right here is pretending to be a 20-something-year-old girl. I can't remember her name now, but he's like a 20-something-year-old girl, and he's on the Girls Alliance. But it's a dude. You don't know who's catfishing you guys. And he's not up here, but there's a guy named Trevor. So Trevor's not playing. His wife is playing for Trevor. So it's his wife. And then, guess what? It's so good. I'm addicted to it. Guys, I hate that I like the show. It's so weird, and it's really long. So guess what, guys? I don't want to spoil anything, but in one of the episodes, they kick somebody off. It's called you're being blocked. Like if you're being blocked on social media, you get blocked, you get kicked out, they bring somebody new in. And the new person can be themselves or a catfish. Well, guess who they bring in? Lance Bass of NSYNC. Or is it Lance Bass from NSYNC? You have to watch to find out. Is it a catfish? Is it Lance Bass? This show, I'm telling you, some of the episodes, too, are, like, super long. Anyway, go check that out. That is on Netflix, and the first 4 episodes are out, and then they release an episode every week. It is kind of addicted. I kind of want to go back to watch Season 1 now just to see, but there are new twists and turns in this Season 2. Okay, I want to move on finally to a show I referred to a while back in a rave review. I didn't actually show you the trailer or review it yet because it's a little dark. It's called Kid 90, and it's about Soleil Moon Frye, who plays Punky Brewster, and she basically recorded through home movies her entire childhood. She has so many videos, it's crazy, and you get to see all of these stars from the 90s, kid stars from the 90s, hanging out and what their life was like, and it's very informative, it's very kind of sad. Take a look at the trailer.
Please, you're not in a good mood.
Good, this is what I want on tape. Soleil not smiling for once, like the whole world thinks she always is.
At 7 years old, I was cast as Punky Brewster.
I remember Saved by the Bell director saying the minute you walk onto the stage, you're no longer a child anymore, you're an adult.
Did you miss me?
There were 12 kids in the business. We all knew everyone.
We would talk for 2-3 hours and fall asleep on the phone. We were just so close.
I carried a camera with me everywhere I went. We weren't concerned about the internet. We did the things that teenagers did. We just happened to be in Hollywood.
Hey, what's up? This is Mark Wahlberg calling for Soleil.
It was all kind of innocent to begin with. Then it just...
Men treated me more like a woman and not a 13-year-old.
This business, I don't feel it's a place for children.
You start getting in your head, worrying about how you're perceived.
Friends were reaching out for help.
It seemed like I was losing a friend every week.
This is really the first time I'm watching the tapes back. Now that I've opened Pandora's box, I can't put any of this back.
The most awkward period in your life, and that's when we were in front of the cameras.
By you sharing these tapes, you realize you're not alone.
I felt like I was alive when I was in the rawness of it. The amount of love that was there.
Learning who I was and what life was meant to be, that was with you.
I didn't know what true self-love was until this process.
Can't believe you have this.
I don't know the ending. I am absolutely discovering it as we go. The big question is, what happens once I unlock the vault?
It's really sad. I mean, it's just showing child stars and what they go through, and there was a lot of suicide. It's very dark, but if you loved 90s movies or 80s movies with all the kid actors, you're going to love this, by the way. And I do want to mention tonight, before I run out of time, there is a 2-hour all-new Masked Singer. The Super 8 is tonight on Fox. And guys, there are big surprises, and just when you think the show cannot get any crazier, it does. I watched my screener yesterday. This show is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S, as Gwen Stefani once said. The show is bananas, but in the best possible way. 2-hour Masked Singer tonight, and surprising elimination. That's what I'll leave you with. Don't go anywhere. There's so much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Are you guys curious now to what happens? It's big secret. Huge.